Good afternoon. I'm Lanny Perry, the chairman of the Colbert County Historical Landmarks Foundation, and I thought I'd tell a little history here about this old railroad bridge and old railroad bed that is incorporated by and maintained by the old Railroad Bridge Company in Lauderdale and Colbert County. This bridge here is a real old superstructure, very historic. You have a reconstructed bridge on the bottom, when this bridge was originally constructed like 20-something years prior to the Civil War, like around 1841-42. They built a transportation bridge on these stone column pillars for transportation mode of wagons, horses, and later on through the years it was upgraded, for automobiles and wagons and trucks. And this railroad superstructure above was built, of course, later, around the early 1890s. Anthony, this metal superstructure here, steel superstructure, was built around 1890. Of course, before that, it was just constructed of wood materials. And around 1892, there was since the railroad was built in here in the late 1850s on the overhead, they had a railroad train accident here where 3 engines and a couple of cars fell in the river about these first 2 columns out. So some of these columns are still original that predate the Civil War, like the first column here and the second one. But the third one was rebuilt. Some of them were reinforced because of the age of the superstructure of the bridge. And it is a tourist attraction now, and we have 2 historical markers sponsored by the Old Railroad Bridge Company. One will be called the Old Railroad Bridge, and that will be placed here and dedicated Friday, October the 29th. And the other historical marker is a few hundred yards back on the Old Railroad Old Railroad Bed on the upper level, and that will be called the Old Railroad Bed, another historical marker. And they will also put 2 plaques up with stockholders and the Old Railroad Bridge Company on Friday to commemorate that. So the walkway is open to pedestrian traffic during daylight hours, and it goes down about a quarter of a mile, and it terminates toward the center of the river. The plans are approved by the Tennessee Valley Authority with the Old Railroad Bridge getting assistance from Lauderdale and Colbert County Economic Development Commission to construct a visitor platform down there, and they will construct it about 20 foot out from where the bridge ends today, so people have a platform to walk out on and sit down and talk. So this is a very nice place. If you get a chance to come visit Sheffield, Alabama, on Colbert County on the south side of the Tennessee River, right off Jackson Highway here. Oh, thank you. Didn't you? This is Lanny Perry again, the chairman of the Colbert County Historical Landmark Foundation, and I'm assisting some of the committee members with the Old Railroad Bridge Company, but Mr. James Besso, the committee member or chairman that helped us work on the historical markers. When we researched some history about this and trying to upgrade a tourist attraction here for the Old Railroad Bridge, they worked hard to approve permission from the TVA or Tennessee Valley Authority to have an observation deck built here. This is at the end of the bridge. As James will show you a picture back that way. And we're only maybe less than a quarter mile to the bank of the Lauderdale County side on the north side of the river. But the observation deck will be built out here somewhere. Go about 20-25 foot out to that large water break pylon. That's 35-foot diameter, and the observation deck will be built out there so people can walk out there, and they'll have benches and chairs so they can relax and take photographs of the river. It'll be really nice. So they hope to have that completed in a couple of years. And I forgot to mention, hey, when I was giving the history of the bridge, when the wooden structure was built with the old original stone pylons here on the superstructure, when it was originally wood prior to the Civil War, you know, it was built a few years before that, like 20 years, but during the Civil War in February 1862, the Confederates burned the old wooden bridge to prevent it from falling into Union hands when they were bringing Union gunboats up the Tennessee River from above Shiloh and all that. Of course, Shiloh was not fought until April 1862 that year, but they were concerned about protecting the waterway rights and trying to prevent the Union from crossing. Of course, it affected the Confederate soldiers from crossing too as well.